morning. Happy Monday. Look at me up bright and early before 7 o'clock getting my lamination cut because I want to take this to my classroom today because it needs to be out of here. So the big pile of stuff that was over there is in the car. Oh yeah, there's like 6 things in the car to take in. And then I just have these left to cut. I'm so excited. Yay! So I'm sitting here with my tray table, a cutter, my pile of lamination scraps that I've cut off things. I got my milk because I'm going to have my Lucky Charms this morning. Yay. All right. I will talk to you later. I have put another frozen glob of chicken breast in my crock pot to simmer all day. I seasoned it with crazy mixed up salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. And I even put a little bit in the bottom in the little dab of water I put in there. Gonna put the lid on and put it on low all day so it can do its thing. Make sure it's plugged in. I've done that before. Ugh, not good. You come home and you go, oh no. Yeah. Alrighty, I'm gonna finish cutting all that lamination and get myself ready to go to my classroom and put things in there to get them out of my car. Hi, I am out front and I just wanted to show you the beautiful morning. Look how gorgeous it is out here. That's my neighbors. They have cows and goats. Yeah, we got cats. They have cows and goats. And then I wanted to show you Caitlin's plants. I had a request to show her plants. We have a pineapple plant. See, the pineapple's getting bigger and bigger. And then she has all of those plants there. It's a pitcher plant on the end, the reddish one. And then those are all Venus flytraps. She actually just bought, I think, 2. And then she's propagated the others. There's another succulent. Look how big it is. It's gotten very tall. And then she's growing something in here. I don't know what. This is a container. This is, Caitlin named this baby Freak Show when she was a baby kitty. She's like 7 now. She's been hanging around us for a long time. This was one of our very first kitties. We have 2. My husband found a mama kitty. Didn't know she was a mama kitty. She started coming around and getting loves, and we started feeding her. Because one day she growled at my husband and he was like, what's up with that? And he noticed that she had babies and they were almost dead. They were so lethargic. They hadn't gotten enough food. She wasn't getting enough food to produce enough milk to feed them. So we started feeding her, which in turn fed them. And this is one of those babies. And this is what started our kitties. Yep. She and her brother Herbie, who also still is around. The other 2 in the litter, haven't seen them. Haven't seen the mama for a long time. They wander off, and you know, things do happen out here in the country to kitties. Not necessarily cars, because we're off the road quite a bit, but we do have wild animals out here. We have raccoons that can be very, very nasty. We also have coyotes, which are really not good for cats. So, yeah, we try to keep our kitties hanging around the deck and the front porch, because the coyotes don't come up to our house. They're too skittish for that, thankfully. But, yeah. Anyway, that's the story of Freaky here, Freak Show. That's what Caitlin named her. She liked to bite our toes when she was little. Now she doesn't. She's outgrown it. But she's our sweet kitty girl that likes to come hang out on the porch with the plants. Okay, so back to the plants. I don't know what's growing in that one. I'll have to ask Caitlin. Isn't this cool? It's a cactus. We found that for her like at Home Depot or Lowe's a couple years ago now. There's another succulent and another succulent. That one and that one, I do believe, are babies from that dude. Then we've got this succulent. And Caitlin would have to tell you what they all are, because I don't know. But she knows all the little scientific names for them. Then this was a raspberry plant, I do believe, and it's gone. This was another fruit plant. I think it's gone. Here's a lemon tree. And you can see all the little buds. So it's doing well. This one was a blueberry bush. I think it's going dormant. I think that's another blueberry bush. Then we have more succulents because Caitlin propagates them. Look at all the little babies. Aren't they cute? Some more of those succulents over here. Then we've got these guys. I think these are aloe. I'm not good with plants though, so. Oh, these are strawberries. These are strawberry plants. All right. So she's got quite a few out here. And she still has some in her bedroom as well. And I'll have to have her show you those. She starts off her little babies in her room, tends them, And then she brings them out here to get more sun. So let me give you a close-up of the pineapple plant. It's so cool. We just got this at Walmart. That was in a vlog one time too when we first got it. I'm like, how could we not get a pineapple plant, right? It's probably not going to get very big. And I didn't know this, but did you know a pineapple plant only grows one pineapple? Yeah, crazy. Just one. Hey, baby. She's such a sweet kitty. Here is our new welcome mat. Looks really, really nice. That other one was really gross. Good morning again. After I got finished petting Freaky outside and I sat out there for a while, I felt kind of gross because it's humid. Ugh. So I decided to take a shower, thus the wet hair. All I have on is moisturizer. Yeah. And I'm going to watch Marielli's shopping collab video because it just went live. It's like 8:05 right now and it went live at 8. I'm going to watch that while I finish cutting all this silly lamination because the last time I talked to you was the last time I touched it. I have one stack of these done, but I have all of these to do. It's only, whoops, only 4 sets. So it won't take that long. And I think that I can enjoy my time if I spend it with Marielli and see what she found at Five Below. So make sure, if you haven't already, check out her video and check out my video because we're doing a series, if you haven't seen it, a shopping series. Each week we go to a different store that both of us have near us or around us, and we show what we find there. And then we can kind of compare and contrast what's available in Florida and what's available in Missouri. Now she lives in a much, 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 much larger place than I. I live in a small rural town in Missouri, so she has a lot more choices and her stores are bigger. So the variety that she finds usually is quite different than the variety of things I find. So it's kind of interesting. I'm gonna get cutting and watching and I'll talk to you later. I've got all the edges cut off. Yay. This is my stack of cards I need to cut. These are toothy task cards. Here's my trash. Okay, now I just need to slice these up and put them in these last 4 boxes. And I'll show you that when I'm done. It's the final cut. I'm so excited. Look at my piles. So now I just need to separate them into which cards go with which thing. And then put them in these boxes. And then I'll show you all of them. I'm so happy. Okay, update. I'm done cutting. Yes! I'm so done. Yay for this section. I've only done about half of the math task cards. Yeah, but it fills one of these boxes here. These are the Iris photo case boxes that Michaels usually has on sale, and everybody goes crazy for them. They've really, really grown in popularity, which is good. But that just means that this company needs to step up their manufacturing game just a bit. Maybe open another factory or something. I don't know. Because they're uber popular with us teachers. We love our organization, don't we? Okay. I wanted to show you the very last box. Check it. Yay. These are 2 different sets. So they're differentiated. Because see, these are like double digits. Well, this one has a double digit, but it's not... I don't know how to explain it. They're leveled. One set of cards is a little easier than the other set. It's like first grade versus second grade, basically. I like to put 2 different levels of the same skill in the boxes. That way, it's differentiated, and the kids can just, they can do them both, or they can pick the one that they think is, you know, better for them. Or I can say, hey, why don't you do set 1 and you do set 2? Whatever. There are a lot of options. I wanted to show you that I've used 3 different sizes of Ziploc bags. And actually, I haven't used very many of these sizes because I think these story problem cards are the biggest ones of the whole set that I've done so far. So I will go through all the sets that I did. Let me set you down over here because otherwise I'm going to be very wobbly. Here, let's do this. Okay, there you go. Well, that's a really weird angle. Okay, whatever. We're in the living room. Okay, and you can see my pictures back there. For a lot of them, I've used these, and I did show this before, but these are just, I got them at Walmart. They're the great value. They're the little snack bags. And they look like that. If you wanted to make snacks up for you and you were watching the portion size, which we all should, then you could measure it in here, which is really cool. But these are great for the smaller of the task cards, like these. And they fit perfectly in these little boxes, side by side. Then, going up gradually in size, I've used these snack size ones that are like the half size. It's like you took a sandwich bag and just cut the top of it off or cut the bottom of it off. Yeah, those are good. These longer cards. I think they actually would fit. Let's just check something because they're just as skinny. I think they would fit in these too. Oh yeah, I might switch these. These would totally fit in the little ones too. But regardless, you know, they might fit a little better because this has extra space. I might just do that real fast. But yeah, and then I like to, like these, most of these toothy sets have 2 sets of cards that you can print out. So here, let's look. Oh yeah, look at that. And I don't like to zip them because it's easier for the kids to just take them, you know, just dump them out otherwise. Okay, let's do that because I think it'll save a little space because there's a little wasted area there. Put this in here real fast and I'll show you what it looks like in the box. Okay. See how nicely they fit in there? And I don't have the extra bag like sticking out over the side where it'll get snapped in the box, but there's that one. And then for this last set, they're pretty good size. So I'll use just the sandwich size to put them in there. Put them in, I don't know if they'll, I think maybe just this way. Put them straight down in. Oops. There. I only used 2 of these for the whole thing because like I said, the other cards were smaller. Okay, there's those. And 2 sets fit real nicely, perfectly in these boxes. I cannot contain how excited I am to be finished with these. Okay, so this is basically the first 5, possibly 6 chapters of my Go Math resource. So let me show you the different toothy cards that I printed. And these are not necessarily in any kind of order. They're just in here the way I did them. So we've got this one. There are 16 boxes in this little pack, this little case. So, you know, that's half the year, basically, because there are 11 chapters of Go Math, and I think I did chapters 1 through 6 by doing these skills. So, not bad. And then it's labeled. And it's ready. You just snap it. Got a snappy handle and then a carrying handle. Isn't that cool? I'm so excited to take that to my room today. Yay. And then when it's sitting down, the handle just goes down and it's not sticking up and causing problems. Okay, I'll have to figure out where I'm going to put these in my classroom because I'm not really sure. I've never used them before. I've had these boxes for a while, but just never knew exactly what I wanted to do with them, and I wanted to make it something really useful because these are kind of special. So I forgot that I printed these when I was at school last time, like a week and a half ago now probably. And these are going to be the kids' name tags for inside their cubbies. I made the same ones last year, but I think I put them on cardstock, and I realized I don't need them on cardstock. I'm going to laminate them, and then I can write the kiddos' names and their student number with Sharpie and tape it down. I just use the plain old, I don't have the tape with me right now, but you know, I've been talking about it forever, just the plain cheap transparent tape. I just usually just put it on the sides And it's just to keep it from flying out of their cubby. Now, some kids are a little more aggressive putting their things in their cubbies. They kind of shove it in there, and it might come dislodged, and you might want to tape around these edges too. But I've not really had any problems for, you know, really with any kids knocking these out of their cubbies. They hold up really well. And then at the end of the year, I give them to them, and they can use them for bookmarks or whatever. It's just really, they love it. It's special for them. Yep. And I'm not going to take the time to erase their names and use them again, because it's really not that big a deal for me to make another set of like 6 pages of this and then slice them. It's not a big deal at all. And the joy on their little faces is worth the little bit of effort that I put into making them every year. Now, if you just put the student numbers on them, you could just leave them in the cubbies forever. You'd never have to do anything again. But I like to have some of their things with their name, not just numbers, because it's more personal that way. That's just me. There's nothing wrong with just using student numbers. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But I do a combination. So like their book bins just have a number. And I used to put their names on those every year too. And I'm like, why am I doing this? This is a lot of work. So their book bins just have their number. Really, I think that's the only thing that just has their number. Everything else, I put their name and their number. Like their lunch/attendance cards have their name and number. Their class jobs just have their name, but I think I may add their number too, maybe. Their super improver cards, I just put their name. Is that it? I used to label a lot more things with their name. This lovely thing is ready to go. So excited. Now, I don't have the toothy mats printed yet because I'm not exactly sure how I want to do them. There are different ways I could go with that. I could print them on white, just paper, have the kids color the person however they want to color it, and then either put it in one of those page protector sleeves, you know, that has the 3 holes on the side that I use for lots of stuff, or I could laminate them. But generally, if they color with crayon and you laminate, it melts everything and it's kind of ugh. Or I could put them in those plastic envelope things that are clear, that are dry erase pockets, basically. I have those too. So I'm thinking the sleeves, because then I could just put them in a binder. I could just have a binder of toothy task mats, and the kids could just grab their page out of the binder. If I kept the binder next to this, that might be something good, because you know this girl has lots of binders floating around that I cleaned out of my classroom. I have a bin of them over there by the stairs to go downstairs to be put on a bookshelf. Yeah, and I got an idea from Miss May when I was watching one of her latest videos. She was talking about like basically kind of overcoming the paper struggle, the paperwork. What do you do with it all? And I've always just had a really, really big, like, I don't know, 2.5, 3-inch binder that I keep all the kids' assessment data in. And then I store their tests in one of those drawers that I have, like the Monday through Friday drawer cart. I would save one of those for the tests. But then you have tests and tests, and you know, all through the year. And it gets a little much, and then you have to separate them all and just, ugh. She has a binder for each student for their assessments. And I'm like, that's brilliant, actually. And I was thinking about cleaning off the little bookshelf over by my reading area and taking the games and putting them in one of those big storage fabric bins that I just got at Walmart that I'm going to put on top of my file cabinet, because my file cabinets are clear. And I could organize a lot of stuff in those. And I saw a picture on probably Pinterest where a preschool teacher had used that size bin, and she was able to put 2 on one file cabinet. And I'm like, oh, I have 2 file cabinets, so I should be able to fit 4. So I'd put them like back to back, like the file cabinets go this way, like here are the drawers facing you. I'm going to put the fabric storage bins back to back this direction so I can get into them from the sides. And that'll work really well. I think I'll put my small group math games in one of them, and my small group like phonics/reading games in another one. And then I might have a couple open. I don't know. It'd be nice to have some space. But I also need to reorganize my listening station stuff, because right now they're in 3 just random containers under that table that I've lifted with the bed risers, and I think it looks kind of ugh. So I kind of want to fancy it up or clean it up or tidy it up or whatever you want to call it, so it doesn't look so It's not like trashy or anything, but for me, just aesthetically, I would like it to look nicer. Plus, I think I kind of, toward the end of the year, started just kind of shoving stuff in there. It's not necessarily organized the way it needs to be. Like I was going to do like the first 3 months, the next 3 months, the next 3 months. So I could have like back to school, October, November, then maybe December, January, February, then March, April, May, you know. Basically the 3 seasons of school, fall, winter, spring. I would do it like that. And then I would know where to find them. All right, I'm going to put a little something on my face before I go. I have sat here long enough laminating that my hair's dry. Now, granted, I don't have a ton of hair because it's short, but it, you know, it's been over an hour. It's almost 10 o'clock now. And I think I started cutting around, it was 8:05 because I started watching Marielli's shopping video. And I was able to catch up with all the videos I hadn't seen of hers from last week. I think I watched 4 of hers. And then I started watching Jeremy Michael Book's video that came out yesterday. Yeah. So it took me a while to get just that last little bit cut. Well, I told you last night I worked on this for over 2 hours and didn't finish. And I just looked at it and went, oh, I just can't. I cannot do anymore. I can't. So I just went to bed and I had like 5 sets to cut this morning. And I cut 1 set before I filmed. And then I cut the other 4 while I was watching Marielli. She kept me company. I really appreciate that. She's such a sweetheart. If you have not subscribed to Marielli Sanchez's channel, Pencils and Magic Wands, you really should. She's awesome. She's so funny and warm. She's just an amazing person. And I really hope that we can meet up because I just want to see her in person and give her a big hug. We have become really good friends just in the last few months. We have so much in common. It's amazing. So it's kind of like a goal of mine to meet her and spend a little time with her one-on-one. So yeah, I highly recommend checking out her channel if you don't already know the amazingness of her. And I will link her below. So no excuses. You should click on that and check her out. See you later. I just went to grab my shoes out of my bedroom so I could run some stuff to the car before I get myself fixed up. And I just had to show you this because it's so cute. Look at my babies. All curled up sleeping. Sweet babies. Look at that. That's Pikachu. And that's Onyx. He says, huh? Hi, babies. Aw, so cute. Going through one of my bookshelves downstairs, and I found a whole bunch of all kinds of stuff, actually, just sitting there. I'm like, oh my goodness, I forgot I had these. Honestly, I am not going to do these. I'm not going to take the time to make them. They would probably be really helpful, but I think someone else could use them. They're already made. All you have to do, let's make a front page. All you have to do is tear them out. I think they're perforated. Yeah, tear them out and laminate them, cut them. So the printing's already done. So I thought maybe somebody else could use these in their classroom. I like file folder games, but I just don't want to mess with them. Just honestly, I don't want to mess with them. So I'm going to donate these to the lounge. I wanted to show you my car. First, I got to put this stuff down. Hang on. I'm back. So I put the books down there on the floorboard. You can't see them. It's so dark. The task card box. And then I've got a box of books from Goodwill. A box of books from Goodwill. A box of books from Goodwill. A box of books from Caitlin. A box of those little snack containers from Dollar Tree. Some of them have playing cards in them. Some of them are empty. Then I've got these drawers. These drawers. These drawers. I've got my Michaels card in here. Plus I have stuff in the trunk that I'll show you when I get to school. I've got a rug from Five Below. I've also got some fabric bins from Walmart that you'll see in my classroom too. So I'm going to finish getting ready and then we're going to hit the road and you will come along with me to my classroom so I can put stuff in there and hopefully I don't get sucked into doing other things because I'm really bad about that. Okay, wish me luck, fingers crossed that I can stay strong and just take the stuff to my classroom that I want to drop off. I'm going to grab some things to bring home to work on, like I'm going to get a whole bunch of books that haven't been labeled or leveled and work on that at home. And label a few drawers that have my paper in them in the cabinet. And I think that's about it. And then I'm going to run to Walmart and get some things for 4th of July and a couple of little odds and ends that we need and come home. Look who's awake. Baby Kitty, she's got her eyes open. Look, hi Mango. She can't really focus yet, and I don't think she can hear us yet. But we're looking forward to the day where she turns and looks at us and hears us. So she's a little hungry bug. Before, after. Let's go. We're off. Woohoo! I think I'm gonna swing by McDonald's because I didn't realize how hungry I was until I got in the car. I'm like, I'm not going back in and grabbing something because I was thinking about getting a mango smoothie anyway. If you haven't tried one, you should. I'll show it to you when I get it. It's so good. I haven't had one for over a year, and it just sounds really good today. Like, I'm not gonna get coffee. I had tea this morning, as I usually do. I always have a cup of tea in the morning, sometimes two. And I've had water, and now I just want a little something more. You know, sometimes you just want something more than just water. I like tea, I like iced tea, I like iced coffee, I like hot coffee, but I just feel like a smoothie today, and so I think I'm gonna get one. And I looked on my McDonald's app, and I saw that they had $1 McDouble, which they're not the healthiest choice for you, but that sounds like kind of good sometimes, you know, to just eat a burger. So I'm gonna have a burger. I don't think I'm gonna get fries because I'm gonna get a smoothie and that'll fill me up too. Then I will have the energy to work in my classroom just a little, just to do the things I said, and try to stick to my list, nothing more. And then run to the super center, get a few things, and get home. Because it's already 10 till 11, so I'm starting later than I normally would have because I wanted to finish that lamination cutting. So glad that's done. I wanted to get that done before I started any other projects because it had been sitting there staring at me for days. And I was done looking at it. I just wanted it over with. So that's finished. Now I can make something else. I think the next thing I'm going to do is going to be a little simpler project, something I can do like really fast within an hour. Probably the next thing will be printing the monthly writing prompts from Pacavilla Primary, Michelle's TpT Store that I got. I showed you the folders I was going to put those in. I want to do that. And I'm going to print them on different colors of Astrobrites. And I forgot to grab my blue last time I was in my classroom, so I'm going to grab about half of my blue paper and bring it home and put it in those drawer things that I have at home too. And then I'll be set because then I'll have 6 colors I can choose from, which will be good. That's my plan. Okay, we're almost to McDonald's. We just hit a stoplight. So I will see you there. We're in the McDonald's drive-thru line. I haven't gotten to the order thing yet, but I'm close. I'm the next person in the line.
How may I help you?
Hi, I'd like a McDouble with no cheese. And do you still have the mango smoothies?
Yeah.
I would like a medium mango smoothie.
All right, give me $4.95 first for that detail.
Thank you. Drive-thrus give me anxiety. Do they do that to you too? Like, I think most McDonald's are probably like this now, where there are 2 order lanes that merge down to 1 pickup lane, and you're never sure exactly where you should be in the line. So I always just hold back a little bit and let the person on the other side of me go. And then they don't go, and then you're like, please go. I'm blocking people. Yeah. And the last few times I've gotten a coffee, I've been a dork and haven't used my app. Once you buy like 5, you get a free one. It's like a punch card, but it's on your phone. So I'm a dork. But today I remembered because the mango smoothie is a McCafe. So anything McCafe counts. So I've got it ready to go right now. We're almost there. There's one person in front of me at the window. So happy.
Mango pineapple double half.
Ah, did. Thank you. Have a good day. Okay. Now I can breathe. I'm so dumb. But I just get like tensed up at drive-thrus. They just, they bring out the spastic in me, I think. Okay, I'm going to show you my awesome smoothie in a moment. Check it out. It's mango pineapple smoothie. just tastes like summer in a cup. If you haven't tried it, you should. I recommend it. Super full of sugar, so don't drink it all the time. It's a nice treat though. And since I couldn't get the mango, what was it? Marielle just tried it at Starbucks. Recommended by Janice, one happy teacher. It's mango something with coconut milk. I can't remember. I'm not very versed on Starbucks things, but I wasn't able to get that drink so that we could try it together because I don't have a Starbucks in my town, and so I wasn't anywhere near it. So I thought I would do this instead. It's mango and it's, you know, cold. So it's my version. So cheers, Marielle and Janice. So good. Okay, I'm gonna munch on my burger. I'm gonna listen to my favorite song from The Greatest Showman. Truck on down the road. Another round of bullets hits my skin. Well, fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we'll grow beyond. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. We're here. I finally remembered to eat my burger. I was rocking out to that song and I just kind of got distracted. So I'm gonna load up my carts and things and schlep them upstairs. So I'll meet you there. Here we go.
Third floor. Good day.
I came up here earlier and unlocked the door. It looks the same as when I left it, of course, because no one's been in here. Everything stayed up. Yay. Here it is in all its glory. Okay, let me bring my stuff in and I'll get to work. Some of my tablecloths fell down, probably because of the air conditioning. Like the red one over there fell off. And I think I saw another one. Oh yeah, over here on the listening station. Not bad, not bad. Okay, I'm gonna start unloading stuff. Take that loud thing off. And I'll show you what I'm up to. I've already had a little tiny snag. There's no room in the puzzle drawer to put the puzzles. Let me show you. Okay, I got these up here. Oh, this is kind of fancy, but the kids will know what drawers are what. Okay, here's the puzzle drawer. Look, it's already full of stuff. So I'm gonna have to probably just, you know, clean them out actually, but I'm probably going to have to just like rotate them. So for now, since I've cleaned this lovely thing out, this easel, I just put them down there for now. That'll work. These are all cleaned out. I have the puzzles in here so I could bring them. I need to go through these and clean them out because I'm sure there's stuff that doesn't need to be in there. But not today. Today I have a list. All right, time to do all of this stuff. Get my books put away and this lovely thing. And move my cart over to the small group table. Yeah, so let's do that. Okay, I've kind of been running around the room putting things off the cart into various places. So my room is in just little pieces of disarray. As you can see, this cabinet's open because I pulled out paper drawers. I need to pull these out so I can put these in. When I get that done, here's the rug that I got from Five Below. Isn't it pretty? That's going to go back there by my bookshelf. Let's just take it back there. It's going to go right over here in my little area of the world, back here where the books are. So I'm just going to plunk it on the floor. There it is. I'm going to clean off this bookshelf here and put the games in one of those big fabric bins over there. There's just stuff everywhere. I got my books on on a table here so I can sort through them and put them in the appropriate bins. And then I'm going to have to get behind this shelf here that's got the green on it. I think that's the shelf that has all the books across it. I have to do a little peek here. Yeah, I'll have to get back there and pull all those books out. Those are books I had gotten at Goodwill in years past and had never labeled. So I'm going to take all those home in these boxes. I'm just going to trade out and try to AR level those or guided reading level them and label them with my name, bring them back sometime. I'm just going to kind of pick at stuff. So I just need to focus. Oh, Skippy John fell down. Oh, Skippy John did a nosedive. Oh dear. I'm not going to worry about that today because I don't have a ladder to get up there. That's something I want to get for my room because my ladder is not very tall. And the second grade ladder is not very tall. So, not going to work very well. Alright, I'm going to set you down. There. And you can see what I'm doing. So, I'm having a hard time getting hold of these. And I don't want to take the paper all out of the drawers because I'm being lazy. So, I'm going to use this lid just off a Bic pen to try to get a hold of this. And pull them out. These are about as universal as duct tape as far as helping you with stuff. I've pried plastic dye out of the back of Unifix cubes. I don't know how many times with one of these. Because the Unifix cube has a hole in the middle and I just push this through the hole to shove the dye back through it. Because kids go, oh, I wonder if that would fit in there. Yes, but then you can't get it out. Yeah. Because kids do things, right? Okay. I'm going to work on the next 2 sets and then put these in and I'll show you. Done. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to grab this paper and put it on my cart over here. Anything that I'm planning to take back to the car with me is going right on the cart that's laying right by the door. So don't forget. These, I thought about saving. There's no point. If I wanted to, I could always cut them again. So, trash. Alright, now, labeling. I even got myself another tape roll because this one looks like it's going to give up pretty soon. So I just did 3 pieces on these. Just rolled them up. Put one on each end and one in the middle. Okay, bright cardstock. Looks like this one. Boom. 1 done, 8 to go. Done. Doesn't that look nice? I love it. Yay. I'm thinking about bringing those wider drawers and putting them on that side. I'll have to think about that. There's a lot of space. Okay, here are my new drawers. These are already here. These are the new ones. Yay, keep them more organized. Next up will be putting these labels on the little bins that didn't have labels. There's some things over here. Yeah, these need to be labeled. So I'm going to get to work on those. Better. Isn't that perfect? Okay. Anyway, yeah. I do think I kind of like them like that, though. Maybe. I don't know. Here's what I'm going to do about this. And I have 2 more jars, plastic jars, kind of like those. They're not exactly the same, but they're similar. I have a cashew jar and something else, another type of a nut jar that are similar to those that I could put there. So, okay, I'm just going to leave these in the cabinet over here so I don't lose them. Let me show you what I did with those containers that I brought in today. So a lot of them are up there for place value, those up there for now. And then the money ones are here, and then the bag of money that's going to go in there is here. So they're together. And then the other ones of the place value things that didn't fit, I put in here. So it doesn't look the best right now. Stuck them on top. That's more aesthetically pleasing to my eyes. I'm leaving those alone. Okay. Next, let's do these. So, I think I've decided that I'm going to label them with monthly center type things for the kids to do. So, it's going to be like review centers. So I'm going to change all these out. Okay, I've gone through and punched all these little dudes, and now all I have to do is just trade them out. Done! Check it out. Next, let's go to the hallway and put up the little clip labels on my bulletin board for student work. Check it out. Doesn't it look nice? I love it. Yay. These are the bins that I got from Walmart the other day. And they're supposed to be the big ones. Should be the same size as the big ones. Oh yeah, look how big that is. Nice. So you need to put this in. Make sure you put the loop at the top because it's to help you pull it up. So you just stick it in the bottom. And that helps give it structure. And those are going to go up here. Goodness, it's like they were made to sit on file cabinets. Look at this. Doesn't that look awesome? Look. Yeah, I love it. How cool. Here's the whole thing. Doesn't that look awesome? I love the colors. I think they blend nicely. Because I have that color kind of in that a little bit, and that. Yeah, I love it. And that will hide a myriad of sins. I'm going to put games in these. At least 2 of them. Maybe more. We'll see how much room that I fill up. So I'm going to take one of these back there and start cleaning out that bookshelf. And you can come with me. Alright, see the bookshelf here? I'm going to try to clean that off and put a lot of stuff in one of these bins. Okay, I have a whole basket of dot markers. I have the kids stamp their sight word books when they finish a list. And I don't have any of those out right now, so I can't really show you what I'm talking about. I'll try to find one. Hold on. This is the book of which I spoke. So when a kid passes a list, they have to pass reading the list fluently, not going, they have to say, they have to go, you know, pretty fluent. I am the little... You know, not huge pauses because then they don't really know them that well. And then they have to do the phrases that go with those words. And then I put the date in the little box there that they passed it. And then they get to stamp that little circle. So they get to pick whatever color. And now, just like everything in elementary school, you have to teach this expectation explicitly. Because there are students who have never in their lives done anything with anything. And then their kids have done everything. So even in 2nd grade, I'm going to be like, here is how you use a dot marker. You take the lid off. First shake it up, you take the lid off, and then you push gently, just like that. Because I had kids that would go, and then it's like, whoa, a big glob. No, you don't need a lot. You don't have to push very hard. It comes out really nicely. And if you push really, really hard, you're going to squish the little top of the marker. See, it's just foam. You're going to smush it, and it's not going to work very well. So if you tell them how to do it and why, generally, unless they're one of those twerpy kids, they'll do a nice job. And just, you know, be very vigilant the first couple times they do it. Watch them and make sure they do it the right way and forever after. Because if you let them get away with it once the wrong way, they will continue to try. Just like with everything else. Yeah. Right, I was able to get all those little games from up here in here so far. So let's see what else I can do. I also picked up 2 of these when I was at Walmart the other day. Okay, let's unroll this rug. Here's the rug that Caitlin and I got at Five Below. She got one for her bedroom, and I thought, oh, I want one for my reading area. Yeah. Honestly, though, wouldn't that be a nice spot to let the VIP read? Like, this is only for the VIP. Looks so nice and neat over there. I don't like this at all. I'll have to do something different. I don't know. I don't really want to put this in something because it's a thing in and of itself. And so is that. I'm not even sure I'll use those for reading groups. I guess I could put it in that big thing. Maybe. Let's see. Kind of seems like a waste of a bin to put those in there. But I really like how that looks now. This just has like pens and stickers and homework incentives, I think. Let me get it open and show you. I used to use this in my old room, like in the old building, and I just put all kinds of stuff in here for me, just random. Like, oh, there's little tiny dots. Look at those. And name tags. There's like a hodgepodge of stuff in here. Some more name tags. Calculator, pencils, pens, some random eraser, just stuff. Yeah, so I probably need to go through this. Oh, there's my, if I can get it out of here, I'll show you. One of my team teachers one year got us these little star wands for attention getters. See how it's not so totally obnoxious? I think I'll put that over here in my drawer of goodies because I could use that. I could totally use that star. Okay, I don't know what to do with all this stuff. There's just all kinds of things in here. I don't know. It's almost like a desk drawer. I don't know what to do with it. I know it's grungy up here though from sitting so long. It's cute though, right? Yeah. Okay, I'll figure something out. Okay, I put orange dots and red dots in here. So half orange, orange, and red. So half orange is 4th grade, orange is the last half of 4th grade, and then red is 5th grade and up. So all of those levels are going to go back here because I won't have very many that read that. Most of them will be in this range here. Okay, I'm going to go sort those books out. These are guided reading leveled books. Pretty cool. These are going to be for blue dots. I think I've already found them all. I don't have very many. These are going to be for green dots. Half greens and whole greens. I think I'm going to need more pinks, so I got more bins out for that. And then over here, I've started sorting up to, okay, so I've got half pink, pink, half green, green, half yellow, yellow. Then I have a stack of orange and red, which will go back there. And then I haven't sorted these piles. But all of these came from Goodwill in those 2 hauls I did. Isn't that amazing how many books I got? Yeah, and I probably spent like $115 for all of this. Plus the ones on the table over there. Isn't that amazing? Yes. Very awesome. Very awesome. Okay, I'm going to keep sorting and then I'll put them in the boxes and show you. This entire shelf had been full of books, and now I'm just leaving these because they just came with a Basil series a really long time ago, and there are no AR quizzes for those, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but look at all the space I cleared out. Yay! I'm taking this box home, and this box home, and that box home full of books, and that just has paper in it, and that stack next to it right there is to donate. So I'm going to get ready to head out of here and go to Walmart. Okay, here's what my AR library looks like right now. So I have blues, half greens, then an empty bin. I have half pink, whole pink, whole pink. And then I'll tell you the levels in a minute. Then I have half yellow, yellow, and then I have half orange, orange, and red. So we've got levels all the way from 0.9 to 5th grade. Yay. So below 1st grade level, all the way to 5th grade. Some of these here were my daughter's at one time. She gave them to me a long time ago. Taking them home to AR Dot. These came off that shelf. And those came off that shelf. Alright, I'll show you my closet in all of its glory. It's kind of stacked in there right now because I wanted to put stuff away. So those are the bins there. That's a bin of bins. And there's bins and baskets. And then there's that game I got at Goodwill. There's bins of bins. Those are little trays and things. Those are the cushions I got to put on my rolly chairs. I got these at Dollar Tree. I think those look really cute. On those, I don't think you can see them very well. Can you see the rolly chairs? Not really. They're gonna go on the seat because the seats are kind of looking grungy. Okay, and there's my closet. Close it up because it's done. Right, I think this looks really cool. I'm gonna put math things in these two, and I've got literacy things in these two. And then, gotta take that cart back. I think I'm gonna get some more of those polka dot bins because I think that looks really nice. I'm just really liking having things put away, like where you don't see stuff. So I think that'd be really great. And after I dot all of those books there and there, I may need to change that. But we'll just have to see. But I'm thinking, if I do, maybe I can put the yellow ones in those. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. So this is what things are looking like right now. All right, I'm gonna make sure that I've grabbed everything I wanted to grab and get out of here. There's my classroom clock. It's pretty good size, actually. There are the pineapple things to go around it. I think it's going to be perfect. I just need a ladder big enough to reach it. So imagine this on the clock you just saw. So cool.
All right, I got my jobs chart all put together. Doesn't that look so cool? Let me get closer so you can see the words. You can read all the jobs that the kids can have. There's a little bit of a glare. I'm not sure you can see the ones on the very top. Doesn't that look awesome though? I love how it turned out. Now you can see a little bit better. There we go. That's nice. So I have 10 jobs and the kids will rotate. Every other week they'll be off.
Look, Janice, I found my book. Yay. And you can tell that I have used it because it's full of sticky notes to mark pages. How cool. Yay. All right, I made it back to my car in one piece. It's like 80 bajillion degrees in here. The temperature says 87, but in the car, I'm sure it's 175,000. So, got the air going because it's just like a sauna in here. Honestly, I've never understood a sauna. That just never sounds good to me to get in a place and sweat. Ugh. Okay, I was not the only one here, so thankfully I don't have to set the alarm. I'm gonna go brave Walmart. Hopefully it's not terrible. Get my stuff and get out. All right, see you later. Okay, I'm at Walmart. Wish me luck because I had a heck of a time just getting in the parking lot because people would not get out of my way. Jeremy Michael Book, I'm feeling you on the frustration and the grouchy anger issues. I'm trying to not be grouchy, but sometimes it's hard. See you when I get back. Well, I made it in one piece. Got everything I needed, pretty much. And I'm ready to go home. It's hot and I'm tired. So yeah, it's a good time to go home. the people were just not in any kind of hurry. Like, nobody in there was in any kind of hurry. And I'm like, I just want to get my stuff and leave. I don't want to be here all day. So the checkouts were crazy busy because people are getting stuff for giant 4th of July celebrations. The lady in front of me looked like she was going to feed an army. And I thought, well, that's just the way it is because, you know, people are shopping for the holiday. That's okay. Tomorrow will probably be worse. This girl is staying home tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a good day to print things and laminate. That's what I'm going to do. And sleep and watch Netflix and snuggle my kitties. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to head home and probably not do much of anything else the rest of the day. So this might be the end. I don't know. I may talk to you later. Otherwise, I may not. We'll just have to wait and see. Look what just came. Oh my gosh. It's from Vanessa, My Second Grade Life. It's from her Etsy shop. It's one of her special shirts. And look at the wrapping. Oh my gosh. The packaging is beautiful. I almost don't want to cut it, but I want to see the shirt. Let's open it up and see. Okay, got it cut. Oh, look. Thank you for your purchase. We appreciate your business and hope you love this tea as much as we do. We would love to see you sporting this tee. Tag us on Instagram. Yay! Awesome. I love this bag. Okay, I'm just going to pretend that she put it in a pineapple bag just for me because she knows my love of pineapples. Even though I'm sure that she sends pineapple bags to everybody. But I'm just going to pretend, okay? Because I'm extra special. All right. Let's open this up. It's packaged so nicely. Oh, look. Happy first day of school. So I got the gray V-neck. Isn't that the cutest thing? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to go try it on and then I'll show you. Check it out. I love it. It's perfect. Yay, look at it. It's beautiful. Thank you, Vanessa. I love it. Woohoo!
Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.